Welcome to the Scent of Beauty. My name is Susan, and this video is titled The State/Condition of Pessimism. How often have you heard or even said it yourselves? We're best friends forever. You're my soulmate. You're my one and only. You're Mrs. Right. You're my Mr. Right. We'll be together forever. You complete me. I can't live without you. I don't want to live without you. And over the course of time, these relationships ended. Keeping in mind that we're talking about the scent of beauty. But what occurs when we have these constant burnt batches, these relationships that we have to toss aside? And what happens when this is a perpetual state of having burnt bridges, burnt batches, and we make statements or we hear statements like, I gave you all that I had. This always happens to me. I am never lucky in love. And these blanket statements that we use to cover these wounds. But if someone get close enough, we expose the pain and the suffering. And then there's the label, oh, she is so negative. He is filled with negativity. And then we go on a quest to fix the symptoms of the label, negativity, the 5 steps how to not be negative, the articles, the books that we read, that we're trying to get some footing so we could have the change that we desire. But negativity is but just a sign and a symptoms. The pathology, the field of study that I would like us to listen to and take a look at is the state and condition of pessimism. Because although they are so closely related, negativity is just an expression that is stemming from pessimism. And so where is that pessimism, that state? How did we get there? And is there a way out? The burn batches that I refer to, what that does over the course of our lives is we fall into a place of doom. We hear of doomsday, but what about when it's doom's week, doom's month, doom's year, or years? The state of being in pessimistic state of being. This condition is usually undetected, and it's because we are unconscientious. It's very active, but not audibly. We don't hear it. We don't hear the vibration, the sound waves. And we're going to talk about that in the next video. This is part 1. Some of us have are bearing scars of third degree burn, or being burnt in relationship, or have burnt a bridge that now that we look back, there is only regrets. And that is a part of the pessimism that so many of us live with, but we don't hear it. We go through the mental baggage that we have been carrying with us day by day. Remember, I talked about doomsday, dooms month. Those mental baggage, those suitcases, we are almost like in a state, in the state of a custom officer. Do you know a custom officer at the airport? All they do every day is scan through luggage, looking for a problem, looking for a contraband, looking for every hint, every clue, mistake in these burnt batches, these burnt relationships. We Ouija board our minds, we Ouija board ourselves, and we go to our past. I should have said this, and in our future, in our present time, I wish I had said this, and in the future, I'm going to do. And we get fixated on going to our past, moving through our moving through our present time and going into the future, not realizing that it is a state of judgment, and where there is judgment mercilessly, that is a negative expression, symptoms, and that's because of the state slash condition of pessimism. I was nice to her. He was nice to me. And we stand in the reasoning cycle of doom and dooms. And we get trapped in what I call these echo chamber, CHAIN, echo chamber, and we get tied to our past and the now, and the echo negative words we send to the negative words that we send to our next moment, and the next moment becomes minutes and hours, days, weeks, months, and years. We're talking about a condition of pessimism. We get so engulfed in searching for proof, evidence to support the body of not only dooms that we have within ourselves, but the gloominess of the loss. We stop hearing beyond the experience. We're talking about burnt batches. When we remain in a state slash condition of pessimism, we isolate ourselves in instances, and we see ourselves in this happened to me, and then we relive the pain and the suffering before the burnt batch that we had to let go of, the loss. We continually stay connected to the pain. That state of pessimism is birthed from I can't. I've been burnt too much. And in a sense, we can't progress beyond a belief system. So with the scent of beauty, how about we get at least introduced to another idea? See if we can increase our auditory sound waves and increase our inner ear, the pitches that we hear and the decibels that we can increase and get familiar with again. Because at the end of the day, there is an hearing loss that occurs when we stay in a state of pessimism. And the hearing loss is we stop hearing and believing that we have a scent of beauty. Thank you for listening. And again, this is part 1. Welcome to the Scent of Beauty.